There are a few things I enjoy more than hiking through the Welsh countryside. But if, in the course of my travels, I begin to hear sounds like this, I know I may just be in the wrong place at the wrong time. Field archery, tremendously skillful, rather arcane, and on the way to establishing a professional circuit.
The only reason why you get the amateur side to grow is because people are able to watch the professionals and they want to aspire to that level.
And for 56 archers, being at this level means 2 9-hour days clambering around a hillside at 28 targets, ranging in length from 20 feet to 80 yards, weighed down by around $3,500 worth of kit and gadgetry.
Well, you get a compound bow, it's got wheels, cables, you got a sight with a magnifying lens, and then you've got stabilizers. Everything is adjustable. Aluminum carbon arrow, real thin, so real good in the wind. Then you've got a mechanical release. You have to have a good set of binoculars, an inclinometer, so you can tell the angles, rangefinder.
The quality of competition here is very good, I take it.
Well, yeah, you've got three four-world champions here. You've got European champions. I mean, it's very high standard.
And the course is a testing one.
Uphill targets are a lot harder usually than downhill or flat targets. Everything just feels long and you really have to kind of lean back to keep your shoulders square when you're shooting it.
And if they put a target, say, across the slope that way, you've got 1 foot above the other, and it's very difficult to keep your balance.
And then there are targets that appear sloped, but aren't.
Like an optical illusion,
absolutely,
so to speak. It makes you lean over a bit, or
it definitely,
of the land.
Exactly right.
Even the sun can conspire against you.
It's in your eyes, it's on your equipment, it's reflecting, and it's a more
shadows
problem.
Can distort distance perception and stuff like that.
Yeah, absolutely.
The series now has 3 annual events in Wales, Germany and Belgium. The key to its survival so far, internet-based coverage.
The first thing we had to do was to produce a media base, because if you've got 56 guys shooting in a woods somewhere, it means absolutely nothing. Nobody knows about it.
There were indeed close to 0 spectators while we were there, so it's up to an event staff of around 25 to bring the action to the people.
We want to get their preparation, how they set the bow up and everything else for the target, how they adjust their sights and whatnot.
Almost looking right into the archer's eyes, getting a I like to say that we're kind of looking into their soul.
Throughout the event, the footage and scores are collated and fed to an as-live website and streamed to a small but ever-growing audience.
In the past it was perhaps 250,000 over a year, and in the short space that we've been running, then it's gone up to almost 500,000.
To beat the rest. Buy from the best.
So far, sponsors are strictly from the world of archery, but each event is able to offer around $17,000 total prize money.
You come a long way if you're at least being able to, win enough money to pay your bills the whole way. It's worth it.
Yet what are the chances of funding 10 annual events as organisers hope? Well, so far mainstream television interest has been negligible.
I mean, essentially they just don't even give you the time of day.
That's right.
And what do they say? Do they even bother looking, or?
We don't think so.
It is undoubtedly a difficult format to make exciting. The archers are slow and deliberate, their emotions fairly difficult to read, and after a while one bullseye does tend to look much like another.
You ever see anyone shoot a duck or anything like that?
No.
If you just show pictures of archers shooting at targets, it's boring as hell. It's all down to the commentary, and if you can get the commentary right, then it's entertaining, it's informative, and yeah, people will sit and watch it.
Do you reckon they'll be in each other's ears out there? Try and put each other off?
In the olden days.
Sledging.
But isn't there the temptation to jazz things up a bit with, say, moving targets, flaming arrows, or rowdy distractions?
No, absolutely. Go, go, go. Bullseye, not bad.
This is a serious sporting event. You don't get that sort of thing happening in golf. Golf isn't an exciting sport, archery isn't an exciting sport, but it can be very viewable.
So it isn't fast, it isn't racy, and the coverage isn't state-of-the-art. But the European Pro Series is still very much alive and self-supporting. And few niche sports have managed to hit that target.
It's more than I expected, but not as good as I hoped for.
It's still going after 3 years. A lot of circuits probably wouldn't have.
It's growing.
He never misses.
It's growing on a regular basis. I think next year he's got 6 shoots planned, and it's a real feasible thing that's going to take off, and he's done a great job.